Hey, good morning. Thank you for coming back, guys, for our last launch workshop for 2019, live one anyway. We'll see you all again back in 2020. But this morning, let's make it an important one. Let's make it one that really moves us into the new month. As those of you who watched or didn't watch the intro presentation, we've doubled up the Achievers Quest for December. So if ever there was a moment when you want to be flat out, it's this month as we go ahead now. Let's really get ourselves fired up. So the objective of our launch workshop, ladies and gentlemen, is, of course, to work out how to create wealth quickly with the DuePoint system. And this morning, I'm going to break it down into three things for you. Two of them are steps, and the third one kind of mixes into the first two. So the first one is we need to understand the mechanism of earning at DuePoint. Again, people make the mistake of thinking that this is like something else. Then they think that we have a mechanism that makes you earn like these other things. We don't. We have a very unique mechanism of earning here, and so you must understand it if you're going to at least start to be able to build wealth quickly. The next thing is you need to understand the technology. This is critical. It is absolutely critical. If you don't understand the technology we've got here, you won't understand how we're able to leverage permanent wealth. And so understanding the technology is something we're going to spend some time on. And then we're going to look at the characteristics of people that grow quickly versus the characteristics of people who grow slowly. What we will do is, as we're going through the mechanism and the technology, I will weave in for you the behaviors of those that work slowly and those that work quickly throughout the system. And that should give you at least some step. But as we start this morning, let me tick off a few admin items with you. One of the items is our legal access service. There's always a little bit of confusion around this. This is a free service you get as a wealth engineer. And so it raises some interesting questions. For those that ultimately cancel their products at DuePoint, what they lose as well is our legal service that they had included. So you didn't just get the wealth guard this morning or the access wealth or the legal guard or the family wealth. You didn't get that. You got that and legal access. So when you cancel one of these others, you're losing that and all the benefits that came with that product as well as our legal access product. So what is the legal access product again? Well, it is included for all wealth engineers at no cost, and you can add your family members to this service for 25 Rand a family member. Folks, what's important to remember with this one here is that this is a lawyer at the end of your phone. Remember, that's what it is, 24 hours a day. If you get arrested, they're strict now over December. If anybody who's slightly over the alcohol limit, which, it's going to happen, you're going to spend the weekend in jail. These guys give you 5,000 Rands worth of bail. They'll come pick you up. They'll make sure they'll get to you in the middle of the night, and they'll get you out of whatever tronky you're in, and they'll pay the bail for you and get you out. That is a free service that you have with legal access. If you want to add your family members because maybe your wife, she likes to have a bit of wine on a Friday night, then maybe the 25 Rand is worth it. You tick the box, you add her to the product at 25 Rand a month, and now you can rest at ease that she too has a lawyer at the end of her phone. All right. That's right, it is. The bottle of wine is more than 25 Rand. So do that. Guys, you don't earn returns and rewards off of our legal access. It's a free service. You don't get it. You earn returns and rewards off of any of our other 5 products, okay? We don't see this as a product. We see it just as a free service that we get to you. Okay. All right. So I want you to understand that. Then I want to just understand debit orders again. When we talk about people that earn quickly versus people who earn slowly, the guys who earn quickly understand our system, okay? There we go. We tested the live stream again. It's working properly. Fantastic. Guys, debit orders. All right, I want you to understand one of the phenomena in our system. Because we're not a company selling insurance products. See, everywhere else you've gone to and worked with, you were selling their product, were you not? Whether it was, the long rich ones, or whether it was the Amway or the Tupperware, the legitimate and illegitimate ones. You were always selling their product. So you understood it on product sales. Here we don't. Here we sell wealth. It's a wealth creation system. So what our system looks for is a payment in each calendar month. Doesn't matter when, anywhere between the 1st and the 31st, it says, is there a payment in this calendar month? If there is, you are now in a position where you can be earning wealth. And I'm going to show you how in a minute, okay? But what happens is we get a lot of new guys that sign up generally close to the end of the month like this, that say, let my first debit order go off on the last day of the month, and let my regular debit order go off on the 1st. Our system then looks at this month, call it November, and says, okay, is there a payment? Okay, yes, there is on the 30th. Great. Because you said, let my first payment go off on the last day of the month. Tick. Then raises the debit order and makes the payment in November. Then it says, is there a payment in December? What did you say you want your regular debit order to be? The 1st. Is there a 1st in December? Yes. What day is it? It is the next day after you had your first debit order raised, isn't it? And so what happens is your debit order raises on the 30th and then it raises again on the 1st. Do you see the problem? And then we get people screaming and calling in and saying we're thieves and robbers and how can we take 2 debit orders and da-da-da-da-da. All right, no. All it's done is it's looked at the 2 calendar months and said, have you got a payment? So if you've got somebody who cannot afford to have 2 debit orders taken off in 2 days, don't make their first payment on the end of the month and their regular one on the 1st. It's going to hit them twice. After that, it'll be first. But it's that first one that then disrupts them, and then they cry and they cancel, and you're not getting any momentum. So understand the system. For people who want to only pay once, let them raise it on the 1st then. So first debit order on the 1st, regular one on the 1st. And then it'll hit them on the 1st of December and again on the 1st of January. But don't make them do last day and then the 1st. Otherwise, it's going to hit them twice. Okay. So it's important for you to remember. Then what I want you to remember is the difference between beneficiaries and dependents. We're going to be talking about adding them in our products later, but we need to understand what they are. Beneficiaries are people who receive the benefit of the product when you die. Okay, so when you die, who's receiving the payout? It's important to remember because in our app, you're going to be adding family members. Do you remember the family wealth funeral plan? You add family members. We have people that will add 10 beneficiaries. They are not covered by the plan. They will get 1/10 of your payout when you die. Whereas people thought they were adding them to the product as dependents. What are dependents? Dependents are other people on the plan that also enjoy the cover. So your wife and your children and your husband and your aunt and your uncle, when they die, you get the cover. Okay? So you get the funeral cover, they die, you get the 20 grand or the 30 grand. If they're loaded as a beneficiary and they die, you get nothing. When you die, they'll get. Okay? So make sure you understand the difference between the two. Beneficiaries are people who get the amount when you die. Dependents, you get the money when they die. Okay, so load them correctly into the app. All right, and then once you've loaded your beneficiaries and dependents, it will alert you. You will get an email with a new insurance schedule, and it'll tell you in your app that you've added people. If you do not get those things, they have not been added. Now, that could be because you didn't push save or there was a signal break or something in it. So make sure you get your new schedule when you've added anything to your, if you don't get it, call client services and say something's happened and they'll sort you out, okay? But don't then just go, no, it's fine, because then 6 months later your aunt does die and we go, but it's not on the policy. She's not on the policy. And then it's our fault always. Remember, it's always our fault, okay? But we won't be able to cover that person unless you've seen her on your revised schedule. Okay, that's a bit of admin, but it talks to what we're going to talk about now. We said step 1 was understanding the mechanism of how to earn. Getting the admin right is always critical in this process. You would have seen that there's 2 programs for creating wealth. People only ever remember the Mauritius holiday in the car. Okay, that's all they ever remember when it's the first time they've been here. I know it's a lot of information, so that's what they focus on. Do you remember what program that came from? That came from the training program. It actually doesn't come from the wealth creation program. The wealth creation program is the returns program. This is the reason why you should have joined DuePoint, not the holiday and not the car. You can't eat a car and you can't eat a holiday. All right? Whereas here, you're able to create the wealth that puts you in a position to start paying for more food, paying off your house, etc., etc., etc. Okay, this is the most important one here. So we want to know, how do we earn these things I talk about in the introduction presentation? Well, there's 2 things you've got to do. This is in training videos under getting started. So if you don't understand what I say today, you'll find it in there in more detail. In order for you to earn, you have to be what's called a qualified wealth engineer. A qualified wealth engineer, or QWE, is simply somebody who can earn at DuePoint. So when you hear us say, oh, they're a qualified wealth engineer, all it means is that they're earning. That's all it means at DuePoint. In order for you to earn, you've got to do 2 things. First thing is you've got to get yourself qualified. To get yourself qualified, you have to pay for your product, and you have to find 3 other people who pay for their product. Okay, this is not a free business because there is nothing free left in South Africa. We have to create the wealth before we're able to distribute it. How do we create the wealth? Through product payments. This is not a sinister, underhanded mechanism. I have people who want to point fingers at me. You see, you make them pay for a product. Yes, that's not illegal, that's not funny, it's not strange. Once we've got the product payments, we're now able to distribute out of that cash back to the individuals. You have to pay for your product. You don't pay for your product, you don't earn anything. You don't earn anything. You're not qualified. So you've got to pay for your product, and you've got to find 3 people who pay their products as well. 3 separate individuals. Okay, so simple enough. It's 249 Rand a month. What level of priority is that payment on your list right now of payments? It's probably down at number 56, isn't it? Now it's really interesting because the 55 other payments above that, do any of them create income for you? No, so why is it in number 56? Why is it not number 1? What has to change in South Africa is South Africans have to realize that this product payment, whether it's the 249 or the 324 or whatever it is that you picked, is the number 1 most important payment, because it is the only payment in South Africa that will result in a stream of income coming back into your account. Imagine you've got 4 or 5 people, you're earning $1,000 a month. Is your 249 really worth skipping? It's just cost you 750 Rand, hasn't it? You see, we will take the debit order out, but with just a handful of people, you're getting more in than what came out. You only need about 5 or 6 people, and you're covering your product payment, depending on what one you took. 5 to about 7 people will cover the cost of that product and put you into a profit-making position straight away. So you have to prioritize the payment to this. So that leads you to 2 things. When you're signing people up, 2 things you want to make sure they put in. First of all, we want their bank account into which their salary is paid. There is I don't want any of your other bank accounts. Every South African has 3 or 4 bank accounts. And what do? They take debt out on the one, and they make promises to their friends with the other. Those 2 never have money in. Never. That's why we have such high defaulted debt and all of that, because there's no money. Then there's the secret bank account where the salary goes into. That's the one we want. So when you fill the form out with somebody, you're sitting next to them, you're over their shoulder, you say to them, what bank account is that? Challenge them on the spot, because the only one you want is the salaried one. And then what you want is the salary debit order date. What day do you get paid on? Why do we say this? Because you know that within 24 hours of them being paid, how much money is left in their salary bank account? Nothing. So when they say to you, no, raise it on the 6th, raise it on the 17th, raise it on the, you know there's no money there. You say to them, no, when are you paid your salary? No, on the 26th. Great. Put either the 26th or the 27th in then, please, as the debit order. If you want to make money fast here, you need to be doing the hard things. If you're worried about talking to people about this stuff, then you will make money slowly, because they will put the fake bank accounts in. They'll put all the other ones. Then for those of you who become wealth engineers, who never really wanted to become a wealth engineer, this is your opportunity to cancel now. Because there is no point in us raising debit orders into bank accounts where it's going to bounce and cost you fees and cost us fees when you never really wanted to be here in the first place. Just go to client service or call them on Monday and say, no, I want out. We want people who are serious about making money. If you're serious about making money, your salary bank account goes in, and the debit order day on or just after your salary is the debit order date you put in. Why? Because it's your priority. It's the only payment you will make that will create income for you. And therefore it is more important than your food, your rent, your school fees, your everything, because it will pay for all of those things. So you pay, and you find 3 people who understand this concept and pay, and you're now a qualified wealth engineer, and it now opens the first point in your channel. What does that mean? Open points are points on which you now earn. Everybody you add from that point on, you will earn on immediately. You'll already have 3 payments, which is 165 Rand minimum, 3 times 55. That's the least you can earn at DuePoint, is 165 Rand. That's already more than half of your monthly payment, isn't it? Put 2, 3, 4 more people in, and depending on the size of your payment to us, you're covered. You are covered, and you are not paying. So many of our successful wealth engineers never paid their premium, not once. Not once. In the first month they joined us, they put 5, 6 people in, and we took 249 Rand from their bank account, and we put 265 or 275 back into their bank account for them. That's how you do this. Never had to pay. So when we say that DuePoint is free, we can. For some people, DuePoint's been free from day one. They've never spent a cent on it. That's the difference between us. Yeah, exactly. Now these guys are going to go out and going to sprout some roots. They're going to make some connections as well. We want to earn on these connections that these people make. So we want to do step 2. We want to start unlocking points beyond just qualifying ourselves. Now the rule is very simple. It says, for every point that you want to unlock in your channel, you need on your first point, that's people you've connected, the equal number of qualified wealth engineers. So if you want to open 2 points in your channel, you need 2 qualified wealth engineers. What are qualified wealth engineers? They're the same as you. They're someone who's paid for their product and connected 3 people. So you introduce Peter. Peter pays for his product and introduces 3 people who pay for their products. That is a qualified wealth engineer, and it's on your first point. You see what I'm saying? Now what you need is you need one of those for every point on in your channel that you want to earn on. You want to earn on 2 points, you're going to need 2 qualified wealth engineers. Do you see? Simple rule, easy to remember. I've got 2 points, I want to earn on 2 points, I need 2 qualified wealth engineers. I want to earn on my third point, what am I going to need? I'm going to need a 3rd qualified wealth engineer. I've got 20 points in my channel. How many people on my first point am I going to need qualified to earn on 20 points in my channel? 20. 56. 56 qualified wealth engineers. 106 qualified wealth engineers. So what does 3 plus 2 tell you? Do you remember our growth formula? 3 plus 2 says get your 3 people in your first month. What does that make you? Qualified to earn. Then every month thereafter, add 2, add 2, add 2. Why? Because you want to keep qualifying individuals in your channel. Not everybody's going to get qualified. You're going to put 20 people in, 2 are going to get qualified. You know, maybe 3. And it could be number 2, number 6, and number 17 who get qualified. That's okay. There's 3 qualified guys. That's 3 points open. You now earn on everyone on the first, second, and third point, whether they're in the qualified people's channels or not. You might have a guy who's got 1, 1, 1. You'll earn on all of those because you've opened the whole point by having the equal number of qualified wealth engineers. So you don't end up having breaks in your channel. If you have 20 qualified wealth engineers, you've opened 20 points in your channel, you might find point 14 and point 12 don't have anybody paying on them. There's no one paying. But you still earn on 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, and 20 because you opened all the points yourself. What does this do? It puts you back in control. Do you see that? What we wanted to create was a system where you control the earnings. It doesn't matter what happens on 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. It only matters what is happening on the point that you control, the people you introduced. Point 1. And so point 1 and 2 are the only 2 points you ever worry about. If you get them right, people come in and get qualified. They will get people to come in and get qualified, all the way down. But you're opening the points up by getting guys qualified on your first point. Okay, so that's very important to note. Make sure you pay your product and keep adding first pointers. Do not place people in your channel. It's a waste. It earns nothing for you. You always want people in your first point so that you can get them qualified and open up more and more points. Okay, so that's step 1, understanding the mechanism of earning. Point number 2, probably the most important one, is the technology. Let's get our phones out. If you've got the app with you, please open it right now. Otherwise, download it ASAP. Get the app out, open it up for me. Your app will almost always open in your notices. Okay? Every day we send notices to you. These are not to be ignored, ladies and gentlemen. These are to be read. There's only 1 sentence or 2 sentences in them. This is us communicating with you every single day about your products, about our business, all the things that are happening out there. Okay, you with me? Everybody got up and running? Good. For those of you who are brand new this morning, there's a couple of important notices in there. There's ones on your product that you took, your debit orders, how to get to your policy document, etc., 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 and how to watch the review video on the product you took. It's in there. Make sure you read those notices. Too many people ignore the technology and then they go, the DuePoint system doesn't work. But you didn't use the DuePoint system, did you? This is the most amazing system. So you've got the notices there. You will see at the bottom, folks, of all of your notices, these blue stripes. Whenever you see a blue stripe, it's a button. Okay? You can press it and it will do something. You with me? Can you see it? Okay. Now, at the bottom of the notice, you will see a share button. Okay. The share button is very powerful in helping you connect people to us. Let's find one here. Wealth Generators Workshop. Watch the private live stream at 9 o'clock. Okay, that was for rank 4. Sorry. Let's go to Launch Workshop. Launch Workshop over here. You can see it says here, the bottom one says, watch live stream at 11:30. If you push share now, you are now able to send this live link to anybody. To anybody. Look what it does. It opens up. It says there in SMS, in WhatsApp, email, Facebook, Instagram. You can now select how you want to send this message. Click WhatsApp, select somebody to send it to, and it loads it up. And look, it's going to just quickly spool, and then an up will pop at the bottom. There's the live link to the Launch Workshop. The person that you want to send this to, your guest, now has the ability to link live into this office, even if they don't have the app. Just via WhatsApp, SMS, they click on the link and it loads them live into this room so that they can watch our presentations. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, we send you these. Look, there's this morning's intro presentation. So if you wanted a guest to watch this morning's intro presentation, you know they're around the country, they can't get to the office, you click share, you send it to them and you say, dude, 10 o'clock, click this link. 10 o'clock, they turn their phone sideways, they're live in the room with us. Who do you know has that technology in South Africa? Who do you know? And you now have it. Doesn't matter what the person has, as long as it's a smartphone, they can watch us live. That's what our notices are for. Watch them and read them every day. All right, now click back in the top left-hand corner. Top left-hand corner, you've got back there, click back, and that takes you to what we call your channel. It's data on your channel. I'm not going to get too much into that today. But what I want you to push now with me is I want you to push at the top left-hand corner your name. Do you see your name at the top there? Everything on this app is pushable. Push your name. Up will come your profile. Okay. I want to get you some points now, some XP points. Up will come your profile. Your profile probably looks like that at the moment. We want to get your picture in there. Why? Because it works for you in the technology. You'll understand later why it works in the technology. But 2, it gets you XP points immediately. You get 1,000 XP points. We're going to get them to you immediately this morning. We want you to push that camera button there, and we want to put your face in there. Okay? Once your face is in there, you're making money. Okay? You're starting to get XP. It's going to get you ranked up in our program. Now, every time you add a new person, what's the first thing you ask them to do? Take their profile picture. That's what you want to do. Now, I'm speaking to the white males here mainly. Okay. I don't want a picture of your dog or your pot plant. You do not need to be scared that now you're in the internet, the world will track you down, find you. No. This doesn't get shared with anybody. I want your picture, your face. That's all I want is your face. It will help work in your channel. It'll help you create wealth faster. Make sure that you do that. Okay. All right, next button that I want you to click on is the events button underneath here. Click on events, the bottom. It loads up all of our events, all right, in here at DuePoint. So people say to me, Brendan, where are the events? Here are the events. This is now your diary. This is your personal diary. These are the calendar events that are going to occur in your life going forward. But only if you want to make money. If you don't want to make money, you can ignore this calendar completely. You know, when you come to me in 3 months' time and say, Brendan, I've been working on this for 3 months and nobody's joined and nobody's done anything, I'll say, how many of the events did you come to or watch live? Oh, no, I'm very busy. I can only watch one a week. Or I can only watch one a month. And I'll say, well, there's your problem right there. These events are the events we wish you to come to or watch live. You have this wonderful technology that even from your home, from your car, from your office, you can tune in. You will be amazed at how motivated you get, how fired up you get when you are connected to us every day of the week. Tuesday through Saturday, we run live broadcasts. Watch them. You think you'll get bored, I promise you won't. They will fire you up and motivate you, and it'll keep you driving your wealth creation process. Now, on here, you have again the ability to connect individuals to us. You have what you can see under each event is a watch button. If you look at the watch buttons, they are gray, and there is one that is blue, and that is the one under Launch Workshop at 11:30. When they go blue, they mean they're live. Right now, they're live. If you click that watch button, you are live in the room with me right now. This is a great way for connecting people. So sometimes you'll hear me say it takes 3 clicks to connect a person to us. The first click is opening the app. The second click is pressing events. And the third click is pressing watch. That's your 3 clicks. You click watch, turn your phone sideways, and you're live in the room with me. And of course, you're going to get XP points for that as well, which we'll talk about soon. This is how you connect people to us every day. You're sitting at a coffee shop or a restaurant. You know we're live. You go, dude, check this out. DuePoint events, watch. Boom, watch this. And you have connected somebody to us. Live anywhere in the country. That's the first button. The second button that you've got is a scan button over here, folks. The scan button on the right-hand side allows you to scan in if you've come to the studio. If you're in the studio, it doesn't know you here. You just go to the QR code, click scan, it'll open your camera, scan the QR code, and your XP points for being in the event will load for you. All right. And then you've got the attend button on the left-hand side. The attend button is if you want to book one of our events that has limited seating. You click attend to do it. Now, it's also good for getting guests to come here or to watch live because it shows our level of professionalism. When you click attend, you can book tickets for any event, even ones that don't have limited seats, and you can put the email address in of your guest and we will send them an electronic ticket. Now they've got an electronic ticket in their inbox. Now they're going to say, geez, this is not like anything else. That I thought this was like one of those things. But they didn't send me electronic tickets. It just pushes up the professionalism. Those who grow fast use the tools. They share the links. They send tickets, whether to watch live or to come to the room. They've got people blown away from the beginning by the technology that we have that is completely unique at DuePoint. Are you using the tools? Okay? That'll separate the slow from the fast. XP Rewards program. This is now designed to teach you. That's what it's designed to do. It's not designed to give you holidays and cars. That's a side effect. It is designed to teach you. South Africans don't want to learn. This is a sad truth. When I say to them, come do the training, they go, oh, training? Oh, no, I'm busy that morning. It's my 6-year-old soccer match. Can't make it. Folks, we have to learn. We are not going to succeed if we don't learn. South Africans haven't been trained properly in wealth creation. What South Africans have been trained to do is factory-style labor. Factory-style labor does not create wealth. That is what we've all been trained. Black, white, colored, Indian, Asian, we were all trained factory-style labor. None of you were taught wealth. We teach you wealth. We teach you about the economy you live in. South Africans don't know the economy they live in. Even our leaders don't understand economics. That's why we're in the trouble that we're in. That's why we're in the trouble that we're in. They don't understand. They're not limited to just them. Most South Africans don't understand the economic situation and don't understand economics and how to fix it. We'll teach it to you. We'll teach you the stuff others have not taught you. But you have to do it. You have to do the training in order to learn it. But it's the best training in the world because you get cool stuff for it. You don't get stuff for training normally. When you passed matric, some of you just wrote your last exam. Okay, you wrote your last exam this week, didn't you? Did they give you anything when you finished? No. They gave you a holiday, but it's like at home, you know. You don't get here, we're going to give you stuff. We start by giving you XP points. Your experience points accumulate, and when they accumulate and your channel size goes up, we rank you up, you get cool stuff. All right, let's have a look at that. First of all, you can see Rob's put this great image in of all people getting stuff. I like these ones. I mean, some of these are great. 10,000 bucks, 20,000 bucks. I can't see that one actually down there. All of the stuff that's in here, $5,000, USB sticks, holidays, all sorts of stuff that people have got over there. This is all from just doing the training. Let's look at how it works. Folks, here's the training program. The program says you need two things to rank up. You need experience and you need channel size. Channel size is qualified channel size. What is qualified channel size? That's the number of points you've opened with the number of qualified wealth engineers on your first point. So you might have 10 points in your channel, but you've got 3 qualified wealth engineers. That means 3 points are open. You are earning on 3 points. We count all the products in those 3 points. That's what goes into there. Look, Barclays Bank are calling me. They want to sell me something. Sad trying to make money on a Saturday. Hey, you guys don't want to be in that position. No, you want your Saturdays back. You want money on your Saturdays. That's what we're doing here right now. Okay, great. Channel size, qualified channel size, XP, you earn the XP solely in your hands, but qualified channel size is getting more and more points open to absorb more and more of the products in your channel. When you reach, to get to rank 1, we're going to get you there today. 4,000 XP. You got 1,000 XP for taking a photo. You'll see it in your live feed. We need to get you to 4 people now. You need 3 to start earning. You knew that already. Let's get a 4th person in by the end of today, and you can go rank 1 in your first month with us. You need 3,000 more XP. Let's get that XP today. When you get to rank 2, you need 8,000 XP and 20 people. That's it. And you rank 2 already. What do you get? 55 for rank 1 and 100 Rand. Then we're going to put that on top of your returns. With 4 people, you're getting 4 times 55 plus a 55. Okay, great. That's getting you towards paying off your premium, isn't it? If you're paying 249, 4 times 55 has got you up to about 210. Get you the extra 55 Rand for going rank 1. You're 265. You paid 249. We put 265 back in your first month. Did you make a loss in your first month? No, you made a profit in your first month. Okay? Now, rank 2, let's make rank 2 in month 2. You can do it in 2 months. We get you to 20 people. It's 20 people times 55. You're already well past the cost of your premium already. Okay? And then we top it up with an extra $100. Get you to rank 3. You need 60 people now in your qualified channel. So it's not just you. You didn't just put the 60 people in. You put a handful of people in who put people in. You're up to 60. Okay? 60 people in, 6,000. We put another $100 in. When you get to rank 4, now you get serious. We change your title. You go from being a wealth engineer to now being a wealth generator. That's the first thing. You get access to the training sessions that are only for rank 4s and above, which was this morning. We call them leadership workshops. We train you in leadership workshops. Your app opens. You get the whole Generators series training that now opens up in your app. So you've got at the moment getting started in the basic series. The Generators series opens up, and you get all of those training videos that you can now use as well and train yourself up on. Once you've done that, we're going to give you $400 on top of your earnings. You've got 120 people already. You're earning $4,000 a month. We put $400 more in for you on that one. We go rank 5, you get the toolkit. Rank 6, it's now $1,500 that we give you as the bonus. Rank 7, you're getting the 20,000 Rand gold-leafed business cards. This is the awesome stuff. Rank 8, we're giving you a 20 grand check. That's a good day. You're normally up to about $8,000 to $10,000 a month at rank 8, and we put in 20 grand on top of it. That's a 30 grand check when you go rank 8 on average in that month. That's a good month. And you know why it's a good month? You also know in that month you're only 1 rank away from rank 9. That's a good one. That's a good month. Pushing through. Rank 9 is where we believe you have now finally begun your journey at DuePoint. We know you're serious at rank 9. Before rank 9, well, there's lots of people that kind of churn around that space. The serious people, the people who are going to start a journey with us, put their first foot on that ladder at rank 9. So for many people that join DuePoint just for the holiday, it's the most bizarre thing. Oh, Mauritius holiday, I'll do DuePoint. And I'm going, no, no, no. By the time you get to rank 9, you've actually only put your foot on the first rung of the ladder at DuePoint. Just the first rung. But it's a good one. We take you away. You're serious now with us. We're going to reward you now. You're normally earning about 20 to 30,000 Rand a month at this point in time. And we take you away for the rest of your life, as long as you just maintain that 1,000. As long as this 1,000 products is maintained every year. It doesn't have to be another 1,000 every year. Just the 1,000 you got. As long as they're still there every year, we take you away every year with your family. It's an awesome holiday. People are always like, well, how many people? I got 6 family members. I go, well, we take 4. We take you, your spouse, and 2 children. No, it's not fair. I go, really? It's like 90,000 Rand a head on this trip. That means you're getting basically a 400,000 Rand bonus once a year. You feel that's not fair. I say save up your 20 to 30,000 Rand a month and buy your other 2 kids a trip, or pick your favorite ones. Pick your favorite ones, that's right. Tell them in January, listen, we're going in December. I'm taking 2 of you, my best and favorite 2. You guys have a year to prove to me who you are. It's good criteria, see. Don't cry about a 400,000 Rand bonus. Don't cry about it. Okay, get yourselves in there, and every year we take it away. We're going away in 6 days' time again. Latu's Rock this year. It's going to be amazing. And then at rank 10, 50 grand check. That's a good day. You're normally earning 25 to about 40,000 Rand at that time. So it's like a 70 to a 90,000 Rand earnings in that month. It's a good month. And then by the time you get to rank 11, you get the new car. Lynette is here. Lynette is in her new car here this morning, which she received this week for going rank 11 in November. So in case you think that we don't do this and we don't deliver, she's not the first to get a car either at DuePoint. She won't be the last either. It's all part of the process. And then it's secret after that. You have to go rank 11, and then in your app it reveals rank 12. And then once you rank 12, it reveals rank 13. So if you're nice to them, maybe they'll tell you or show you. But it's secret and goes all the way up to rank 28 at the moment. Okay. You can only but imagine. All right, so how do we get the XP? Connecting the people, that's your task. Getting the XP is a process. We have what's called a 3-star system in our XP Rewards program. It's designed to get you short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals. Okay? 1 star is short-term, 2 stars medium, 3 stars is long-term goals. Okay, we start, you will see in your app, I'm going to show you where it is. You've all got 1 star up at the moment, and it shows you what you've got to do. There are about 26 or 27 things you can do, starting at the beginner activities at the top of the list, and the more advanced activities as you head towards the bottom of the list. Let's start at the beginning. Log in daily. That's all you've got to do. Just log into your app daily. Don't tell me you're too busy. Don't tell me any of that nonsense. We've all got the same circumstances as you. When you wake up in the morning, log in. Some of my top achievers here, Peter and Rena Kluti. Peter says he wakes up at midnight to log in at 1 minute past midnight to see what's changed. Okay? Because he's serious about making money. Okay? He's serious about it. I'm sure Lynette and Frikkie and all of them do the same thing. There's not a day you don't log in. You log in, you get 25 XP every time you do it. That's 775 XP a month, just for logging in, just for opening the app. Okay? Then you'll get a bonus once you've reached 20 days of logging in of 500 XP. Okay? Then star number 2 will reveal itself, and it'll tell you what you need to do to get the next bonus XP. And then once you've done that, star 3 will reveal itself, and so on and so on. So let's go back. Register a prospect. In your app, you can register someone you'd like to connect to DuePoint. Not somebody you have, someone you'd like to. This can become your management tool. I think it's a little bit further on. I'll show you where you can log prospects and create an entire list. You can then use that list to then connect people to DuePoint. Becomes your management tool. By just putting someone in your app as someone you'd like to show to DuePoint, you get 300 XP for each one. Remember we said we wanted to get you to 4,000 XP today. Go and list 10 friends you'd like to join DuePoint. Go log them as prospects. And today you'll get 3,000 XP. 300 times 10. You've got your 1,000 for taking your profile picture. Now you've got your 3,000 and you rank 1 by the end of today. Start building that list. I'll show you where it is in your app in a minute. Okay? Once you've logged 15 prospects, you get a bonus 1,500 XP. And star number 2 reveals itself. Star number 2 won't be 1,500, it'll be like 15,000 XP. And then it'll be like 150,000 XP for star number 3. Okay, so each star gets much, much greater. Watch an intro presentation. I told you can scan in if you're here to get your 500 XP. Otherwise, if you're watching live out of the app, you get it automatically. 500 XP Tuesday through Saturday, 2,500 XP a week. That's 10,000 XP a month that you can earn just by watching introduction presentations. That's all you have to do, just watch them, okay? Watch a development seminar. Those were the training videos in your apps, okay? You've got them under Getting Started and under Basic Series. Those are all development seminars. Each one you watch, you get 1,000 XP. When we do live ones, you get 1,000 XP. That was last week Saturday. If you were here at 11 when I did it, you got 1,000 XP. Or if you were watching it live, you got 1,000 XP. Show the intro to a prospect. So you've made your list. Now you connect them. When you connect them, you get another 500 XP. So you get 500 XP for watching it, and the guest, for each guest you watch the intro with, you get another 500 XP. Okay, that means that if you've got one guest at every presentation, it's 5,000 XP a week. That's 20,000 XP a month. So, if we go all the way back to that table, you were like, what, 400,000 XP? I'm never going to get there. I got 1,000 for taking my profile pic. I'm never going to get there. No. But what if you were showing one guest a presentation? It's 20,000 XP a month that you're producing just off of the basic steps. Okay. Let's go back here again. Get qualified, and you're going to get bonus XP. Take a profile picture, 1,000 XP. Rank up, 5,000 XP every time you rank up. You see how it gets going? It really starts getting more and more serious on the way down. So I want you to take some time this afternoon and go and work through those steps. There's about 26 of them. I'm going to show you where they are on your app. Understand them, read them, then go out and do them and get the XP that's required. Alrighty. Folks, let's find it. In your app, let's open it up again. Zip it open for me. You're going to go to rewards in the middle. See the star in the middle with rewards? You're going to click that rewards button. Here's our XP rewards program for you. It starts by explaining our latest quests to you. You've got the wealth quest, which is doubled up now. I think the writing will change tomorrow, but even if it doesn't, for December it's double. You know that if you put 10 in, you get 10 grand, not 5. 20 grand, not 10, etc., etc. That's in there. Push the down arrows on any one of these, folks, and it gives you the full T's and C's of that quest. If you want to understand the full details, people call in and say, put 12 people in. How come I didn't get my $5,000? Well, only 2 of them paid. You didn't say they had to pay. No, actually I did, but even so, in the T's and C's, it explains how they have to pay, when they have to pay, by all the T's. Read them. Go and understand them in there, okay? Then below those, okay, below the pink line, you will see there that the steps, the 26 steps begin, okay? See them? They're there. You scroll up. There are your 26 points. Do you see the stars? Okay? The stars are all there. When they go blue, it means you've finished that star. Star 1 blue, so you're on star 2. Star 2 reveals itself. So there, log in daily. Remember, you were going to get, let's go back again. Let's see what we're going to. On star number 1, you got 500 XP for logging in twice. When you've done it 20 times, it then says you now need to log in 250 times. Okay? That's a year. All right? It's not even a year. It's 3/4 of a year. Once you've logged in, we'll then give you, how much did you get here? You got a 500 XP bonus. On the second star, we'll give you 10,000 XP for having logged in 250 times. Once that's done, star number 3 will reveal itself. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's for each step. You've got your 3 stars. Other than the profile picture, because you can only take 1. Okay, so you're going to get, so look through those and you'll see, and then the bar shows you your progress. The very top one is the Achiever Quest. Every time someone that you've put in pays, in the month they pay, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and it starts loading up. So you don't want people to be paying at the end of the month because you can't see. When you put them in, get them to pay now. Because then it starts demonstrating your progress on the bar. Here are all 26 steps. Go through them, understand them all from beginner to intermediate to advanced, and start doing them. And you'll start creating that wealth for yourself. Okay, so you're going to click the star, brings it up for you. It shows you the titles. When you push the down arrow on any one of the steps, whenever you see the down arrow, you push it, okay? It then gives you a description of what you need to do for that step. Make sure you have done that, okay? All right, great. Now, you're going to click with me down here, Connect. Connect is your way of getting people into your channel. Remember that. You're going to click on Connect. It gives you 2 options, a new application or a prospect. Remember, a prospect is not someone you've signed up. It's someone you'd like to sign up. New application is when the guy goes, I want in. You sign him up through the new application. So we're going to click that prospect button over there, and this is how you're going to start forming the list of people you want to talk to. It's your management tool of the people that you list. You add new prospects, and you can search prospects. Once you've added them in, you can actually click the search button and search for the guy you want, and it brings it up for you. Now, I often see guys that come in here with books, and they've written in thousands of names of people. The book's got coffee stains, it's worn out and peeling and curling. And then I say to them, well, find Peter Smith for me. And they've got a page, it's not in alphabetical order. They've got a page to find. No, you got it right here. It'll never deteriorate, and you'll be able to find. Peter Smith, you type it in. Peter Smith, boom, it brings it up, okay? Put in at the top there, boom, it brings up the person, and you can load up that individual. You've got a whole lot of tools for this individual that you can use by pushing the plus button. You can take a picture of them. If they're willing to do that, you can put a picture of them in as a prospect, okay? And you now know what they look like the next time you see them. You've got details you can capture about each individual. If you do the training, the dev seminar called the Serving Mindset, we talk about the fact we can't conquer people through sales. I'm going to sell them into the corner. We've got to come alongside them and get them to see the value of what we are offering them. The only way we can do that is by knowing them. What will they want? Where would they find value? You've got the ability to record all of those details. Take a picture. You can favorite the ones you're working on. You've got the ability to show them the intro presentation. You can call them directly out of the app. You just push the call button, your phone starts ringing, and you are connected to them directly. This is the technology you have and got for free this morning as a wealth engineer. And then you've got the ability to edit any of those details. Great. So now, let's click the Tools button in the bottom right-hand corner, the most ignored button in the app. The Tools button is your training. When you click it, it automatically loads you into the Getting Started section. That section there gives you multiple options. You push the down arrow, you've got all the different ones. You've got the basic series. So once you've finished with the Getting Started series, go watch the basic series. Remember, every video you watch, you get 1,000 XP. Fantastic. Go and watch it. When you become rank 4 or above, the Generator series opens up. You'll see yours doesn't have the Generator series, but if you rank 4, it'll open up. And if you rank 9 and above, it then has the channel mastery section, and so on and so on. It's all these sections that we have in here, and then it's got shorts and specials. Like if you wanted the quick review videos on our products, you go to shorts. And it's got the 6-minute video, the 8-minute video, the 20-minute video on all the different products, plus, all in there, okay, by pushing that down arrow. You're going to find that under training. Now, once you're in here, you click the watch button at the bottom, and that opens the video for you and gives you the XP. So some people say, I watched all the training videos through YouTube, I didn't get anything. Yes, because YouTube doesn't know who you are. But if you watch through the app, it automatically loads your 1,000 XP for watching that training video. Guys, don't watch it for 2 seconds and then say, oh, I got my 1,000 XP. You got nothing. You really got nothing. We can see how long you watched the video for. The guys actually reverse the XP if they see you watch for 2 seconds and moved on. Because the idea of the video is not to get you XP, it's to teach you. So watch the whole video and learn. And you'll get the XP on top of that. All right, in your app now, where do I find my product? These 3 lines at the top here, do you see them up there? Those 3 lines, we call it the burger menu. This is where your product documents go. We had people say to me, you never sent me my product document. Well, we did. We sent it to 2 places. One, the email address you put in the application form, we sent it there. If you put in a fake email address or somebody else's email address, that's why you didn't get an email. Okay? We want your email address. We would have instantly sent you your product documents in full if you had become a wealth engineer. And again, as I said, if you added members to your plans, your new schedule would have been emailed to you. If it wasn't, you need to call client service. In here, you will see all your products listed, okay? Do you see all your products listed? Whatever product you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're listed in here. Select the product that you want, and your product document is right there. 24 hours a day, anywhere in the world. You have your product document right there, okay? If you have the investment account, there's your investment balance. Every night at midnight, it updates. So every 24 hours, you get an update on how your investment is doing. Okay? And everything else is all listed here for you. Now, you'll see at the top of some of these, let me see if I can find an example. You'll see at the top these little blue stripes. Those little blue stripes are buttons, remember? Always buttons. You see the blue stripe at the top there? It's a button. They will say a bunch of things. Add creditor, add dependent, add beneficiary, add family member. Okay, depending on the product you have, it'll do it. So under legal guard or legal access, it says add a family member. You want your wife to be bailed out of jail every Friday night? Add family member. Click the add family members, 25 Rand a month extra, but you can add as many family members as you like to legal access and legal guard. Family wealth, you need to add the dependents. Who are the dependents? They're the 5 or 10 family members you want covered too. Add them there, click them there, put the details in, and click save. Once you've added them all in, a new schedule will be sent to you. Okay, all right. These buttons are all under that burger button up there. Remember it, use it, do it. What else is underneath that burger menu is add product. Add product. As you get bigger and better and faster, you're going to want multiple products. The guys growing the fastest have all the products. They have all the products. Why? Because remember, you get multiples of 55 Rand for every product an individual takes. So if you go to someone and say, hey, no, I want you to take 2 or 3 products, they'll say, how many products have you got? And if you go, I've only got 1, well, then they're only going to take 1. You need to have multiple products. You want to multiply your income stream. So you want more than 1 product. Here's the add product button. You click it, you fill a few details out, it takes you 10 seconds, and bang, you've got a new product on your profile. And now you've got the ability with your wealth engineers as well to get them to add products through here as well. And then if you want to reinstate anytime in the future, if you've got a product that lapsed or canceled, you'll see a little hammer. You click the hammer and you can reinstate your product straight away. So again, you don't need client service, you don't need the office, you can do everything straight out of your app. Every one of our product videos, products have a training video, guys. Go and find them. Under shorts, there it is, shorts, legal guard, training video, access wealth, training video, family wealth, wealth points. What was that one? That was wealth guard, wealth points. You've got all of them right there. Understand the product that you have, and then make sure your wealth engineers and new wealth engineers watch these videos. They're all available for you. So what are the behaviors of people that work quickly and those that work slowly? Well, people who work quickly do the Achiever Quest every single month. Every month they do the Achiever Quest. You think a guy like Philip Ferry is not doing the Achiever Quest? He's doing that Achiever Quest like crazy. Every month he bangs out that 5 grand extra, 5 grand extra. He's got his earnings and he's got his extra 5 grand. his returns and his rewards, and his extra $5,000. If you want to grow quickly, it's about the numbers. How many people are you connecting? In December, we've doubled the numbers. You put 10 people in, you now get $10,000. Every other month of the year, you put 10 people in, you only get $5,000. But for this December, if you put 10 people in, you get $10,000. 20 people, 20,000. 30 people, 30,000. Is 30 people difficult? No. It's one connection a day. That's all it is. One connection a day. Yes, the Guardian's right. I should be blessed. Look at all this money we're putting on the table for you guys. Okay? It's here on the table. The choice is now, what are you going to do with it? It's not like we haven't delivered on this stuff before and you're like, oh, I'm risking. You're not risking. What you're risking is being a spectator while everybody else participates. That's what you're risking. When it's December, you're going to go, I'm too tired, I need to recover. And then have poverty. That's what you produce, poverty over December. Or you're going to say, I've got free time now. I'm not at work. I'm on holiday. Everyone else around me is not at work and on holiday. I can connect them to this business. I can connect them. And by the end of December, have 10, 20, or 30,000 Rand heading your way for the middle of January when we pay out the next returns and rewards. What does January look like for you if you get 30 grand? 30 connections over December, 30 grand in the middle of January. What does it do for you for 2020? We are going to be paying people this money. Are you going to watch other people get it? No. People who move fast at DuePoint achieve the Achiever's Quest. What do you need to do? You need to connect people to DuePoint. You don't talk about our products. This is not a discussion around insurance products. It's not. That's not what DuePoint does. It's a discussion around wealth. That is our discussion with people, wealth. Oh, I don't like the products. I don't care. Do you like wealth? Yes, pick a product. I've got all of these already. I don't care. Do you like wealth? Yes, pick a product. It's not a discussion around our products. It's not about whether ours are better than others or worse than others or offer this or offer. No. No other company offers wealth. That is what we talk about. That is what everybody you connect to is spoken about. Use the tools, the app, the streams, the YouTubes. Use the tools. If you don't use the tech, you're not doing DuePoint. Get on top of the tech and get started now. The Double Achievers Quest ends on the 31st of December. You can't go, I'll do it when I'm back. When I'm back. Having a holiday now, when I'm back. When you're back, it's gone. It's gone. Do it now. Do it now. Plug into DuePoint. The calendar. I've got it here. Become an expert at the app. People are always saying to me, how does the app work? There's a training video on the app. Go and do it and then become an expert on the app. It's called the mobile app and website. That training video, it's under getting started. Go and watch it. Become an expert. Watch all the training properly. Marry your diary to DuePoint's diary. I showed you. Under events, that's your new calendar. That's your new calendar. When there's a Tell All Tuesday, you're watching or you hear. When there's a development seminar, you hear. Unless, of course, you don't want to earn money fast. If you don't want to earn money fast, you don't have to do any of this. I'm just talking to people who want to earn money fast. This is what you do. Get the tools. December, no live presentations. Live presentations start again in January. If you're going to battle to use YouTube, then get our USB stick. Get it now. Get it. It's on special if you buy it online, $150. That will be the tool that will get you through December. Get all the other tools. Shirts. I laughed. I think I said it last week. The shirts was a huge issue. We didn't have shirts. We had caps. We didn't have shirts. And for 3 years, people were like, Brendan, the reason I can't build my channel is because there's no shirts. I kid you not. I kid you not. Get angry with me. When are we getting shirts? Until I get a shirt, all these other things that have got shirts are beating me. So we went and we found the finest shirts, proper ones, the same factories that deliver for Tommy Hilfiger and DHG and all these other brands. That's the factory we get these shirts from. Not cheap corporate apparel. Proper shirts. We got ladies' slim cuts and men's cuts and all sorts. And we went to the US and we got a US company to embroider our badging for us on this. And I launched the shirts. How many of you have bought a shirt? 1, 2 people. But I thought it was the shirts that were the problem. Why have you not got the shirt? Go get the shirt. When you're wearing the shirt, people go, what's that shirt? DuePoint. Who's DuePoint? It's not like one of these, like, other ones you've seen, like mass rally cut type things. No, it's a proper golf shirt. Proper. You can wear it proudly. And then people go, DuePoint. Who's DuePoint? What's DuePoint? And you're in. You want 30,000 Rand at the end of December. Have you got the tools? Because if you don't have the tools, it's going to be that much harder. You can buy them now at our counter. Those of you around the country, go to our website, store, buy, and we'll send them to you. They are available to you all month long. The office is open, they'll deliver them to you. The only thing you can't get is business cards until January again because the printers are closed. Everything else you need is online. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Do you love and follow us on Facebook? If you don't know what's going on in our business. Every day we communicate through Facebook. Every day. We give you everything you need to be connected social media-wise. And of course, if you subscribe to us, you're watching us live every day. No presentations, guys. This is important for you to know. No presentations from this Friday. The last one is this Friday at 12:15. We open again in January. The office is open throughout December, though, so use it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are faced with some heavy choices in South Africa today. Choices that are going to lead to the vast majority of South Africans suffering terribly. I can tell you that with all honesty. The vast majority of South Africans are going to suffer way more than they're suffering now. They think it's bad now. It is going to be way worse in the next 30 years. You look at our neighbors. I look at the only working example I can find in Africa is Kenya. And it took them 59 years to turn their economy around. 59 years. You won't be alive in 59 years' time. You won't see the turn in South Africa. We've got some hard decisions that are not going to offer us the opportunity to wait until later. We have to start building now. At DuePoint, we've done everything we can to incentivize you to do that. People are not going to understand DuePoint the very first time you talk to them. So you will get a lot of people who say no. This is not a concern. There are 57 million people to talk to. If the first 1,000 people say no, it's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean. Keep going. The guys that have become really good at this will move through people rapidly. They don't have a higher sign-up rate than you. They just move through people faster. And therefore, they find the yeses quicker than you because they're hitting people faster. December is an incredible opportunity for you to kickstart 2020. You got time. You're on leave. Other people have time and are on leave. Don't waste it by lying down. Get up and connect people. And 2020 will be an amazing year for you, starting potentially with that double Achiever Quest payment in the middle of January. You choose. You choose what kind of life you're going to live. You've got this tool now that can dictate an outcome for you, where you can control it. Ladies and gentlemen, we start our last week of live presentations on Tuesday at 6:30. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there with guests. With guests. How many of you have already gone, oh, Tuesday night, I can't make Tuesday nights? How many of you already said that in your heads? You're going to have to make some serious changes over the next couple of weeks. Changes that actually make changes. That's what you're going to do in the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you 6:30 on Tuesday night. Thank you.